Purdy. I think they'll be good going forward and have a shot.
Shanahan's never missed the playoffs with his quarterback being healthy.
Yeah,
I mean, his first year there they did, but they didn't have the quarterback. You know what I mean? The only time they've missed the playoffs when Jimmy G suffered season-ending injuries. If they go 7-10, I don't know that they are rushing to the agent's office to get Purdy signed. I think that becomes a real conversation.
They have him under
They have him under contract for another year, and then obviously they could play the franchise tag game. But he's truly under contract another season. And so I understand everyone's right. The defense has not been as good. They've dealt with injuries, all of it. But we tend to think star quarterback in his prime, you're not finishing below 500. And so if they do, I think it might give them pause.
We're about to see it with Joe Burrow.
So you can hear right there, Nick Wright definitely questioning whether the 49ers should come out and give Brock Purdy a massive contract. He's definitely having a down year. Kind of looking at the stats here, passing yards, he's up there. He's 6th right now. Out of starting quarterbacks, he's over 2,600 yards passing right now. So in some of the passing categories, he's near the top. I mean, he's doing really well. And then in some other categories, he's not doing so great. So passing yards, he's up near the top there, no doubt. Yards per attempt, I mean, Purdy is still up there. He's got 8.5 yards per attempt, which is really good. I mean, Jared Goff right now sitting at 9.2 yards per attempt. You've got Lamar Jackson up at 9. Nobody else really is above that. So, I mean, Purdy right now, out of starting QBs, he's up there. He's 3rd right now in yards per attempt, so that is pretty good. Purdy's completion percentage is pretty solid again this year. He's sitting at 66. Goff is having an insane year right now, so he's up at 73%, which is really high. You got Baker Mayfield at 70.6% completed passes. Kirk Cousins is up there at 68%. Geno Smith is kind of high at 69%. But yeah, I mean, Purdy's completion percentage, not at the very top of the league, but he's up there. It's definitely not a terrible completion percentage. One place where Purdy is really taking hits this year and not doing so well is the touchdowns. I mean, he's only got 13. So he's averaging just over 1 a game. That is pretty low. That is not what we expect from Purdy. That's not what we've seen from Purdy the last couple of years. We've definitely seen him averaging more than 1 touchdown a game. So that definitely is way down right now. Also, the interceptions are really high. From what we've seen the last couple years, 2022, 2023, we're not used to Purdy throwing this many picks. So that's definitely a category where he is struggling based on previous seasons. And then also his passer rating is way down. He's only at a 95.9 rating right now. That's definitely not at the top. You got Burrow up at 106.9. You got Lamar Jackson having an insane season at 117.3. You even got Baker Mayfield at 103.6 and Jared Goff having a crazy season as well. He's 112.2. Jalen Hurts above 100. He's at 101.8. Kyler Murray also above the 100 mark when it comes to passer rating. So, definitely Brock Purdy having some good things happening for him this season, but just, really the touchdowns and the interception these are some of the stats we're definitely not used to Purdy at this point in a season, only having 13 touchdowns and, throwing a high number of picks for him for sure, up at the 8-pick mark at this point in the season. We're just not used to seeing that from Purdy. So we'll kind of see what happens here. We'll see if the 49ers can kind of flip things around, turn things around here. Maybe Purdy can start playing a little better, or if this is going to be the norm and, this is going to be how the rest of the season plays out. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. I mean, 49ers, as the season progressed, they're getting some pieces back, but they're still really riddled with injuries. I mean, you've got Debo missing a game here. You've got Kittle missing a game there. Still no Greenlaw. McCaffrey's back. He's not quite the same, although in his first 2 games, I think he's had more than over 100 scrimmage yards in each game. So it's not like, McCaffrey is out there doing nothing, but, based on last year, we expect a little more out of him. Maybe it's just a little bit of rust, him having the injury, taking so many weeks off, not playing for so many weeks, coming in very late into the season. We'll kind of see if McCaffrey can get back to what we saw last year when it comes to some of the runs. I think McCaffrey has been doing good as far as it comes to the pass game. He's had some big pass plays, especially that one that he got in Tampa Bay. That was a huge catch when Purdy dropped that dime over the top to McCaffrey, helped them pull out that Tampa Bay game. But I want to know, what do you think about Purdy? What do you think about Nick Wright kind of ripping him and questioning whether he should get the fat contract extension based on how he's played this year? Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon.